Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Nonthaburi, which is a subdivision of Bangkok. And what we're going to take a look at is all of this stuff behind me. I've never been here before. This was a pleasant little surprise to find this. I saw those Chedis that are sticking up right there, and I said, wow, that's got to be a Lao style Chedi, because you can see the one that's like long and slender, and then it has two other ones. So anyway, what I did is I came over here to take a look at it. This is Wat Rat Prakong Tham, I think is how you say it. Anyway, this is a temple that most of it is pretty new, but the old part of it dates back to 1713. And we're going to walk through here and take a look at it. And this is what you see here. So it is an active temple. There's monks in residence. And what caught my eye was that long slender one right in the middle. And that's the temple that's up there in Nakhon Phi Thaku. That's a replica of it. And then the gold one on the far side, that's the one in Lampung. And then this kind of rust-colored one here is Nakhon Pathom. So those are three of the really famous Chedis here in Thailand. And this is a pretty spacious temple. It looks like there's a whole lot of new construction going on here. So I don't know, they must have came into some money and are doing quite a bit of new work. So let's walk through here, and we're in for a surprise whenever we look at what's underneath this pavilion with the three Chedis on it. Yeah, that is really cool. I've been to all three of these Chedis. They're all first-class royal temples. And then what's underneath here, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a massive reclining Buddha. I have no idea how long it is. Somebody online said it was like the second largest reclining Buddha, but I don't know. There's some really big ones. This one here is huge though. Yeah, what a fantastic little pavilion here. And you can see the head of the reclining Buddha. And then you have like the little angels, and they have shrines and stuff like that all around here. And you can see the top knot of the reclining Buddha. And what's cool is this is an open pavilion. So it's open on one side. It does have the support columns to keep the roof up, but you can still get a really nice look of the reclining Buddha. Yeah, it is colossal. Yeah, the old Ayutthaya style temples that you would see would have humongous columns, so you could barely see the reclining Buddha. But the modern ones, these will be steel, so they're a lot smaller, so you can see a lot more of the image. And then you can see these are the little places for people to come over and donate. And then they have a little shrine here with the reclining Buddha. People have stuck the gold leaf on it. But this is just absolutely massive. I think the largest in Thailand is the one at Bang Pli, that's 54 meters long. And you could actually climb up inside of it. This one here, you can't climb inside of it, but it is long. I'd say it's probably at least 50 meters. It is huge. And then you have like the little forest hermit guy here. And then down here are the feet of the reclining Buddha. And it has the prayer wheel on it and the normal stuff. But that's just absolutely massive. And what's behind it is all the main part of the temple buildings. So you have this hall that's a brand new hall, and then they have a smaller one over there that they've remodeled that dates back to when this was Wat Bat, I think is what this used to be called. And it dates back to 1713, I believe. You can actually see more of the reclining Buddha from the backside. So there's the head, you see all the hair rolls, and then all the little shrines and stuff. That goes over there. Now this hall here is closed up. We won't be able to see inside of it, but we can see where they're doing a lot of the new work. You can see where they're wrapping the naga around these columns, and the workers are over here doing it right now. So we'll walk over there and take a look at it. You can see this hall here has kind of a little bit of the Ayutthaya styling in that right there. This is the front, so I see what it is. This is an older hall that what they're doing is they are remodeling it. It has a little bit of the Mon styling also. kind of interesting. They have some of the Buddhas with the red lips and stuff. Now this is pretty close to where King Taksin came through when he went along the river up to Ayutthaya to free it up from the Burmese after Ayutthaya fell in 1767 to the Burmese. And you can see they're putting the Naga around those columns, which is really cool. And you can see the craftsmen over here, and these guys are a couple of the craftsmen. And then they're up here doing all the plaster work on these. So this is going to be a standing Buddha with the Naga all around him. You can see the red eyes in the Naga. Oh, it's going to be really, really cool. I'll just give you an idea of what they're doing. So you can see all the little detailed plasterwork here. That's finished, and then they put like the rough form of the Naga head right there. And then he will come back in and put all the plaster over the head of the Naga. And it'll look like those back up there underneath the scaffolding. Yeah, these here. So you see the Naga head on it, has the angel up top there. Oh, that's really cool. And they'll do it to all of these columns outside of here. Really spectacular. Yeah, and so this is one of the older halls here that they're renovating on the outside. So real similar styling. We can actually go inside this one. And then back over in here's all the places for people to meet for funerals, stuff like that. And then the monk quarters are over this way. And the canal is over there also. This is interesting. It has a Chinese lantern right here. That's quite beautiful. And then it has some of the Chinese lions out front. So I wonder if this has a tie to Rama III with the Chinese influence. And then you have the Buddhas right here. And then this is what you see inside. This is a really nice little hall. It's kind of like something you would see almost down like in Phuket. And then you see the styling above the windows and the old shutters. And then this right here talks about this image that goes back to 1713. And this is it right here. And you can see this is a beautiful little hall. Has the wood up in the ceiling, and then the disciples and everything here. Yeah, there's no murals in here. I don't know if there were originally. It's hard to say. A lot of these had murals and then they faded and they just painted them, and that's what you see now. Then they have this area here that's covered also. It has all the shrines, has the Ganesh, King Taksin's shrine over there, and then all these chairs. And then you see here they have the old man monk. It's not the Luang Pho To, but it's another one. And then all the Buddhas here. And what they have is they have a little shrine here. So people will come and pray to some of the old monks. So if you're a monk that becomes famous and well known, they'll put your picture up here and the Thais will come over and pray, burn the incense and stuff like that. Yeah, this is an interesting temple. And there's the reclining Buddha back over there. And then there's a little bit more over here. Then they have some meeting halls back behind there for funerals and stuff like that. Yeah, and there's some of the coffins. So it looks like people will donate coffins and money for funerals for the poor people. And this is all a little shrine here for King Taksin. And then you got the Ganesh over here. Yeah, really a nice, beautiful temple. And the Ganeshas, there's a bunch of them. And in Thailand, they have these little rats. The Ganeshas in India doesn't have the rat. That's what I was told. But in Thailand, they believe if you whisper something in the rat's ear and cover the other one up, that the rat will run up and tell the Ganesh and your fortune will come true. And then you have some little guanyens and all the forest hermits and just a bunch of different stuff here. I almost missed this. So right at the foot of the reclining Buddha is this guanyin. There's like a little Chinese shrine part here. You see all the arms and heads. Some of these you'll see will have 1,000 arms. The best one I've ever seen is in Kanchanaburi. And then you have the Chinese Buddha and some of the other stuff. Now let's go over and let's look at the canal that goes right past here. Looks like they're doing quite a bit of new construction here also. It's really a nice building. And then the canal is right over here. And this is the canal that goes right past the temple. You can see all the houses and everything. And people will come over here and feed the fish. You can see the water hyacinths floating by. Really a fantastic little area. This was a pleasant surprise. I saw those chedis sticking up, and that's what brought me over here. We were over eating lunch nearby, and I've never seen this, never been over here before. So really a nice surprise. That'll finish up our video over here at this Wat Rat Prakong Tham. This is a really nice temple. It was a pleasant surprise. That reclining Buddha surprised me for sure. I pulled in and I saw that. I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I decided to make a video over here at it. Like I said, what drew me was seeing that little Lao style chedi that was right in the middle, that long slender one. And it brought me over here, and I didn't know anything about this temple, so I read about it, and so we got to see everything that is here. I've enjoyed this a lot. It was a nice thing to see. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, ask me down below. And if you know more about this temple, I'd really like to know. I didn't find out a whole lot, just that it dates back to 1713 or so. So if you know more about it, let me know in a comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and you get to see more videos of stuff like this that I show you. I go off the beaten path, and this is kind of off the beaten path for like tourists. The locals know about it, but you won't find too many tourists over here. There's no tour buses and all that stuff. So if you like this kind of content, then you found the right place, and subscribe. And until next time, from over here in Nonthaburi, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.